the Firestone Grand Prix of Monterey. It's the last weekend of the NTT IndyCar Series in 2023, and it's time for qualifying to decide the running order for tomorrow's Grand Prix. Good evening, everybody. Welcome. For the last time this year, we are going qualifying, and alongside me in the commentary box is Omi, and as always, Adam Limbridge is with me as well. Adam, welcome. All set to go for the final qualifying, and it could be a very dramatic one. Drivers wanting to go full speed through parts of the track. No idea what we're going to see, but a 10-minute session for two groups, and a second 10-minute session for the Fast 12. Fast 6 gets 6 minutes. One more time around this beautiful Laguna Seca circuit.
That's right, Josh, and hello, everybody. What a way to wrap up this year's NTT IndyCar Series season. And before we go any further, from all of us here at JB Motorsports, we want to say thank you so much for tuning in all season long for all of our coverage. We really do appreciate all of you viewers, no matter where you may be watching, listening from across the world. We are happy to do this for you this year, and any indication from what we saw in practice, tomorrow's race is going to be pretty crazy. But now we're here in qualifying, Josh, and Yuri Vips is someone who has been up there in the top 10 in practice so far. I don't think anybody expected that, but qualifying for the season finale, Alex Palou is wrapping up the championship. And second place is already decided too.
Yeah,
but for third on back, it's going to be pretty crazy.
That's what we like as well. There's no final IndyCar race when there's no pressure at the front because everybody's just going for their own. But the battle for third still going to be brewing up as well. Joseph Newgarden, after losing out on the championship with an accident at the Bob Morado 500, he's going to have to really focus up. Rosenquist, Rossi, Ericsson, Dixon, Ferrucci, Hunter Ray, VK, Herta, Grosjean, Vips, Pedersen, Blomqvist and Canapino are the 13 cars that will go out first in this session. There's Colton Herta waiting to go on. Let's go over and speak with Omi now. Hello, Omi. Good evening to you. All set. Final IndyCar. We're wrapping up a lot of series this weekend. We just wrapped up Monterey earlier on today.
Yep, absolutely. We're wrapping them off very quickly, and obviously a lot wrapped up last week as well. Championship all done. Alex Palou can now relax, go out there and have some fun as well. So we're going to be in for an absolute crack. Obviously, a few other positions still yet to be sorted, but it's going to be a brilliant qualifying here for the IndyCar final round of the season.
Green lights on. Josh T's with us in the pit lane as well. I hope he's seen the message saying if he could take over TV pictures. But evening, Josh T. Hello, how are you?
Hello, and no, I have not. So if you give me a maximum of 5 to 10 minutes, that will be sorted because I have to get everything down from upstairs and then plug it into the system and then get everything set up.
No worries.
Yeah, I will be back.
No worries at all. So the cars head out onto the circuit here. It's freshly repaved in sections, this Laguna Seca track, and we had a special test here on Thursday as well, where we had Alex Palou hit the wall quite hard. But so far in the practice sessions, Will Powers touched the wall, and Romain Grosjean doing it as well. So there's a few pressure points going on, but Adam, it's a difficult track to get. Yeah, Grosjean again, yeah. Adam, it's a difficult track to get right, but there's some legendary races we've had here in IndyCar across the years, especially at this corner here, the Corkscrew down at turn 9 and 10.
Oh yeah, it's called one race. It's called, if you mentioned the Corkscrew, one NTT IndyCar Series race comes to mind when Alex Zanardi made an incredible pass on Brian Herta in the Corkscrew to win. And if you notice Colton Herta's paint scheme this weekend, well, it's a very special one because it's honoring his dad, Brian Herta, who's a former NTT IndyCar Series driver. So, and actually, I will say this: I have Colton Herta winning tomorrow here in the season finale because why not have him win in his dad's iconic paint scheme? What a way to wrap up the season.
I agree. I was thinking the same thing, to be fair, about who I was going to put in the championship positions and who I was going to have at the front. And without a doubt, my money is always going to be on Colton Herta at this circuit, because he's won here before, back in 2019, the last race before we went into the pandemic season. We started at Texas, so there's a lot to look forward to. On board right now is Alexander Rossi in the McLaren. More McLaren news coming out as well over the past few days. We're not going to have Alex Palou racing there at all. That's now a matter for the contract recognitions as well to go into breach of contracts. But McLaren are going to have a very stellar lineup next year as well. So fingers crossed we're all going to have some good news on that front. And I think as well, the silly season's just been getting weirder and weirder, Adam, hasn't it, in terms of McLaren? It's constant changing.
Yeah. I believe it was reported that David Malukas will be driving for McLaren next year. And in a couple weeks, we could see the 2024 NTT IndyCar Series schedule. And according to reports from Marshall Pruitt of Racer.com, IndyCar could be returning to the legendary Milwaukee Mile next year.
Yes.
One of the races at the IMS road course gets dropped, and we could have a non-points event in Argentina at the end, toward the end of the year. So, when the NTT IndyCar Series schedule gets released, head on over to Grid Network and watch Grid Tonight, because they will keep you updated on everything associated with the NTT IndyCar Series silly season and schedule release.
We will indeed. And Romain Grosjean running it wide at turn 8 before the corkscrew, so lost down a lot of time there. Ryan Hunter-Reay will be coming across the line to set a benchmark. He's 4th at the moment and stays in 4th, lost 2/10 on that time, but everyone below Herta, Ericsson, Ferrucci, Vips, Canapino, Grosjean, Pedersen, all improving. Pedersen goes to 5th, but I'm looking forward to that Argentina race. I hope it pays points and instead, because that would be quite fun. But I'll take a race outside of the States. We only really have Canada, and we miss the races in Brazil and, as you say, Argentina and Mexico City we used to have as well, so that will all be good. There's Tom Blomqvist, confirmed another seat in IndyCar next year, but there's rumours that Romain Grosjean's going back to Dale Coyne Racing as well. That looks to be announced, which I think is a very big surprise for him to stay in IndyCar for another season, but back with Dale Coyne.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm surprised after, as you said, Josh, I think Romain Grosjean will be good in IMSA. He really hasn't had a lot of success in the NTT IndyCar Series, since he came on board. If he goes back to Dale Coyne Racing, I think we'll see how everything pans out going forward. Because if that news gets announced, I think that the dominoes will start to fall regarding all the silly season news of where drivers are going, which drivers are going to different teams in 2024.
Not only fun, also a kid has said, as well says George, yeah. Omi's here as well. Omi, about Romain Grosjean as well. You've seen him obviously in Formula One throughout the years, and I was very harsh about him on the Grid Network a couple of, actually on the pre-race show to Portland. I said he's never been a good driver. I don't know what your take on him is, but I think he's pretty much a driver who might have had his day in single-seater racing, and I said he should have focused on WEC and IMSA more. What's your take on Grosjean?
Absolutely agree. I don't know if you saw it, but I was actually watching the show, and I did actually back you up in the live chat as well.
You did, yes, you did, yeah.
So, yeah, my opinion is something similar to you, and yeah, we don't have F2 for a while, so it might be my next rant.
Good. I did get a lot of flack for that in the comments after that on the Grid Network show, so proves we've got haters in that one, but it makes more sense.
Yeah. But it's good, I guess. It's called everyone has their own opinions about stuff. So, yeah.
You've got to have.
If they keep it respectful, we're fine.
Exactly, yeah. Fingers crossed that they're not going to be too mean to me in the future about it, though, and they let me slide off a little bit.
Why would they be mean to you, Josh? I don't get it.
I don't know
I
either.
mean,
I'm not that bad a person, I promise.
you're not. It's like,
Sure.
why can't we all just get along?
I agree.
But I guess everyone has their own opinions. I guess it's what, you know.
Oh dear. Some of the motorsport opinions though aren't great, are they? Rosa Crest, Dixon, Vips, Rossi, Grosjean, Herta across there as well.
I'll just come across, just let it go.
Yeah. I tell you what though, I was just thinking that Max Verstappen could win the title at the Japanese Grand Prix, and Red Bull could wrap up the constructors title in Japan as well. So I was thinking about things to say for when the championship is wrapped up, because 9 times, there's the TV pictures all set up. 9 times out of 10, we never plan what to say, but there's a couple of things I've been wanting to say about Max Verstappen and the title not being that great. So there's
Ready when you are.
Yep, swap over now. I'm ready as well. So yeah, there's a couple of things I've got my eye on to switch around as the TV pictures change over, and my laptop the driver tracker immediately goes to warp factor 6 to try and catch up on everything. So we'll give that a second and sync up as the field continues. Felix Rosenquist looking incredibly strong at the moment, actually. So this is looking good for him. Where is he on the board? Top with a 1:07.6509. So decent times are coming through there as we try and get our driver tracker back up and running in full with the correct deltas. And it is now back up in sync. Brilliant. So, look at Vips. Yuri Vips third and progressing to the Firestone Fast 12. That's a big improvement from him. And Adam, yeah, Formula 2 though for Yuri Vips was amazing, wasn't he? So quite in controversy though, if I remember correctly, Yuri Vips.
Vips was great. Really did enjoy watching him as well in Formula 2. Always loved a bit of his dive bombs and how well. To be honest, he was a bit of an unlucky driver at the same time as well, but did show his potential at times as well. So he's a good driver, yeah. Did like Vips in F2.
Venus VK now out on the circuit as well in the number 21, Synthel's favourite driver, who is just going to be keep an eye on things. How is Josh? Oh, we've got a spinner. I can't see it myself because there we go. I can't see. Is that Hurt? Is that Hunter Ray?
20.
Yeah, red flag
Yes,
too.
it is Ryan Hunter-Ray.
So Ryan Hunter-Ray is the wrong way round. My TV pictures are way behind Josh T's. So I'm now looking down on the Discord to see it. There's the red flag flying now. While I try and get the TV pictures back in sync. And that's spoiled everybody's run, but it has put Vips as P1 at the moment. So Yuri Vips is P1 as the pictures are now back in sync with Josh T. So red flag with 1:27 on the board and with 1:07 on the clock, Adam. They've got time to get out there to do another run. So this session's not going to be over just yet.
Oh no, and we see it was the replay from Ryan Hunter-Ray. He just lost coming out of the last corner, and I will say, Yuri Vips is P1 in this first first group qualifying. I don't think anyone saw that coming. Last weekend we all know he made his debut at BitNile.com Grand Prix of Portland, and here he is. I could see Yuri Vips next year in the NTT IndyCar series. He could have had a shot in Formula 1, but we all know what happened there. So,
yep, there we go. 23 years old from Estonia as well. 2017 ADAC Formula 4 champion, 3 FIA Formula 3 wins, 3 FIA Formula 2 wins, a former F1 reserve driver. So we're under the red flag with Vips, Rosenquist, Grosjean, Dixon, Rossi and Herta going through. Let's check in with NBC's feed as well with some interviews while we wait for the red flag of Ryan Hunter-Ray to be cleared up.
Allows every driver to get one more flying lap. So once the green flag drops, you have 30 seconds to leave your pit box, and every driver will be given one flying lap. That's likely to be implemented here because we're under that 1:45 range.
I'll tell you something that Yuri Vips told me at Portland last weekend that he's got to adjust to is just G-force in the IndyCar. His neck was just getting exhausted, and you'll see just on his driver's right here. Notice how there is some temporary foam that's been taped up and placed on the right-hand side so that in all these high-speed, high-G left corners at Laguna Seca with the new pavement, that he can just kind of flop his head over and rest it. Not something you would normally be doing when your neck's fully tuned up, but that's what it's like as a rookie coming to IndyCar and just trying to get your body ready for the physicality of a lap around here.
Hinch, think about what he told Dylan yesterday. He said, just the fact that I haven't raced in about a year I'm just getting back into race weekend cadence. So last weekend was invaluable.
For sure, and that test today, as was mentioned, on Thursday, that helped a ton. But you talk about those G-forces, there are 4 corners on this racetrack over 3G, 3.2 peak Gs in both turn 4 and turn 6, 3.4 in turn 10, and turn 9, 3.6 G sustained. It's also the longest corner, so this one really tests the physicality of these drivers.
I got news for you. 4.1 is what I got out of Andretti in turn 9.
All right.
So this place is gripping up.
It's gripping up. Maybe these are primary tire laps, not the alternates.
It is fully loaded. And Graham Rahal told me just 5 minutes ago, he said, I'm going to try to go flat on reds right here in turn 9. This long downhill, rainy curve.
I texted Wayne Rainey yesterday, by the way. I thought he'd be here like he normally is. He's got Moto America commitments at Circuit of the Americas this weekend. So we'll miss Wayne, 3-time 500cc world champion. Let's catch up with Kevin Lee. What you got, Kevo?
Well, it's got a chance to be a good rebound for Romain Grosjean in his final weekend with Andretti Autosport. His status next year is TBD, looking at other opportunities. But remember, he had a crash yesterday in practice and struggled at the start of today's practice. Said he was having trouble slowing the car, so they changed the rotors. It got a lot better in the second half of practice, and right now, he's in position to be able to transfer.
Session extended, or, well, the time was stopped, as you saw on your clock, to ensure that everybody gets at least one flying lap.
So we are going to have that confirmation. We saw that, of course, last time out as well at Portland when Joseph Newgarden crashed with less time on the clock. Everybody was allowed to have an extra run around, which I think, Adam, is only the fair case, really, because you've got to make sure that these drivers are A-OK.
Yeah, Josh, and going back to what they said about Wayne Rainey, I can remember when he was racing, and all you folks who are listening and watching, if you've never seen any videos of Wayne Rainey racing, go on YouTube, because when he was around, he was simply dominant. He was one of the best 500cc riders that's ever been. He rode around with some legendary racers like Kevin Schwantz from the United States, and Wayne Rainey. I mean, it was simply awesome on the 500cc when he raced.
I absolutely agree. Go watch, because they were so good at races.
Yes.
And
Wayne Rainey, it's called when he got to the front.
Yeah.
It's called, you could just say "Gone see you bye," because he would check out and nobody could catch him, Josh. Nobody could. Literally, it's called. I mean, you could be on a Yamaha or a Honda, but he was in his zone when he raced. He was like, put the clutch call,
just give you some.
Put the hammer down, and go.
Just give you some stats. 94 starts in the Premier class, 24 wins, 65 podiums, 16 poles, 23 fastest laps, and over 1,270.5 points. Fastest laps coming in, though, for the end of this one. We'll get back to Wayne Rainey in just a second, because this track is brilliant for motorcycle racing. Which MotoGP will return to it? Dixon is top, from Vic second. And look at Rosenquist in P3 as well. Now, Grosjean's on the bubble. He's P7. We've got VK a 10th down, so Vips is going to improve massively. Ericsson might get pushed out here by Grosjean. No change there. VK across the line, improves up to 4th. Ericsson's out of it. Grosjean crosses the line. Does he improve? No, Grosjean's out of it too, I think. No, Grosjean's P2. Timing screen improving. Canapino. Bigger surprise here for Argentina. No wonder we're going to go have an Argentine race next year. Such a fan base for Agustin Canapino. He goes up to 6th. Blomqvist and Pedersen. There's Pedersen, and he goes up to 10th. Ferrucci's improving. Blomqvist is down. Ferrucci goes 4th. That pushes out Agustin Canapino. And that looks to be it, with Blomqvist going 11th. So it's Dixon, Grosjean, Vips, Ferrucci, Rosenquist and VK. The first 6 to go through from the first round of qualifying. And out of the running goes Canapino, Herta, Rossi, Ericsson, Blomqvist, Pedersen and Hunter Ray as well. I think the big shockers there, Adam, definitely going for Herta and Rossi. That's going to make Herta's job very difficult tomorrow, but he has started further back before and won here.
Yes, and like I said, Colton Herter's running an iconic paint scheme that his dad raced in the past. So Colton Herter wants to win tomorrow. He's got to come from the back. And Josh, we know here at Laguna Seca, it's hard to pass.
Yeah.
But if anyone can do it, it's Colton Herter.
Mega hard to pass here as well. And Omi, go on.
And he just has to be really patient and not make any mistakes. You know, as we know, you put one wheel on the dirt, you're gone.
Ericsson surprising me too, being out of there. Omi, I don't suppose you knew MotoGP raced here. I hope you did you?
No.
Yeah, they raced here quite a bit. In fact, Valentino Rossi versus Casey Stoner was a great little dive bomb move we had here.
Yeah.
2008.
Well, I've not really watched a race around the circuit, so...
You're going to love it. Laguna Sega's got something that just gets you under the skin. I remember 11...
Wait, what time is it tomorrow?
7:30 is green flag time. UK time. So, yeah, I tell you what, I remember 11 o'clock at night. 11 o'clock. Doing a MotoGP race around here because it was the last race of the day in the best of the conditions back in 2013. And it was... epic racing. BBC aired it back in those days. They came on air 5 minutes before the lights went out because of the BBC News programme, and they went off air literally as the last rider crossed the line. So it was a lot of prep. Right, down to the pit lane for the interviews.
That good, Marcus, and not be able to transfer.
Yeah, no, I just locked up there. They locked the rears into the corkscrew, and I think that's ruined my lap. So it was tough. It was really the only time I went full speed into the corkscrew because it was traffic and red flags and all that. So it's frustrating because the car was really fast all weekend.
Is there a way to describe how enticing this track is to push it to the edge and how easy it is to get over that edge, Marcus?
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of grip now with the new surface, and it's really fun to drive. But obviously, with all that grip in the groove, you go a little bit off groove, and then it's really slippery instead. So it's tough out there, but it's fun. I enjoy it, yeah.
Marcus Ericsson will not transfer, Dylan.
Agustin Canapino will not either, but it's going to be his best qualifying effort of the year, 13th. So it's tough when you're that close. I know you wanted to advance, but how proud of you? How are you of yourself and this team, just with the progression you've made all year to get to this point?
Yes, I'm really, really happy, especially because it's my first team ever here in Laguna Seca, and oh my God, what a grip! It's insane. But I'm really happy only for the of Dixon. In front of many good drivers and good teams. It's a good result for us, especially battling for a Rookie of the Year. Unfortunately, I have a 6th grid penalty for tomorrow, but we will do our best on the race to try the miracle.
Great effort for Agustin. He'll roll from 13th, and I think it's always good when you're disappointed with a result like that. It was a great drive from him.
Yeah, it's a good point mentioning the engine penalty, or the grid penalty from an unapproved engine change. They'll be happening on the 78 as well as the 14, unfortunately, of Santino Ferrucci after a strong run so far in qualifying, not done yet, but he's going to have a 6 grid spot penalty after we saw an issue develop on that car yesterday in practice. This morning, actually.
There's a crew here from Argentina following him around the whole weekend. His star continues to be on the rise in a new arena. That is the NTT IndyCar Series. All right, we're still in Q1. This is Group 2, and look at those names on the board. Christian Lundgaard, who was very quick in practice. Will Power, who has also been fast, but has been off track several times, including a crash yesterday
Yeah, a big crash in practice actually for him to come through. And it was knocked off the rear wing assembly and then had to park it, and it brought out the red flag. And then it was a similar red flag we had today. Omi, what have you found as we start Group 2? You went,
No, I'm just continuing on from our last talking point. When does it end again?
11.
Okay, good. At least I get to watch a bit of it because I have one hub, so.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah. There's Power's one off. There's Power's second off into the barrier. Second one a bit more dramatic though, Adam. That's what did the rear suspension and everything. So, not great weekend so far for Power.
And I'm surprised he hasn't won this year.
Yeah.
And that's something that I don't think anyone would have thought going into the year. Will Power, who's been so dominant in his career, has not won. That's saying something because we know how good Will Power is on any type of circuit, and he hasn't taken the checkered flag and won this year. If you would have told me that this year that Will Power so far has not won a race, I would have laughed you off the face of the earth.
I would have done the same. I'm so shocked. It's like when Rossi didn't win a race for a year and a half. It's just unthinkable. Yeah. Unthinkable.
It's like Will Power not winning. That's like Lewis Hamilton not winning because Will Power's always up there, and he hasn't won. We all know how good Lewis Hamilton is in Formula One, and he hasn't won for a while. So it's like, I don't know what to say. I mean, I am speechless. Will Power has not won this year.
Yeah.
I am shocked.
Saudi Arabia.
Beyond words.
Saudi Arabia 2021 was Lewis Hamilton's last win. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I want to let you guys know something. My dad has F1 23 on his PlayStation, and he recently did a race on the streets of Las Vegas. And from everything that I saw, it's kind of the only way you can really pass. It will be on the straights. It's only the corners are going to be only for like single file. So I'm thinking when we get to Vegas, I think I'm gonna make a prediction. I think Max Verstappen's streak stops. In Vegas.
Oh,
down the Vegas Strip.
I like that.
So
single file.
I saw my dad play it a couple of nights ago, and it was God, all of you who haven't played F1 23, go grab it and go play Vegas because I thought it was like F1 cars on Las Vegas Strip. If you would have told me that 20 years ago, I would have left out the face of the earth.
Cash Neves has spun. Sorry to cut you off, Adam. He's spun. That's going to bring out the red flag and does so. He's beached it in the sand gravel area down, and it's a red flag. And he will play no further part in this session either because you're not allowed to restart after you cause a red flag. 7:24 left on the clock, and it has been red flag city. Should be over by now and into the Firestone Fast 12. We could be here for another hour.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Josh T, it called if you're listening. I have frozen video over here, so if you'd please refresh it,
I'd
appreciate it.
So, yeah, if Josh, if you want to do the video refresh, we'll go to the battle screen. As we see now, just a quick... There you go. Work, Adam, now? Brilliant.
Yep, all good. Thank you.
So this is how we did it then. Going to turn in, and he loses it, Omi, just on entry, and the rear steps out.
Yeah, absolutely. Just turned in on entry, and the car just fully looped around. And when you get into the gravel, you're hoping that you can just get out. You get on the power, and you're just beached there. You really can't do anything in that moment except just sit there, really. And now his car will be moved away, and he will not play any further part in this qualifying session.
Josh T, it's such a simple mistake, isn't it? But it's sand and gravel here as well, so it really is just a horrible off-track. So I saw so much dust, and if you get stuck or go offline, it's your lap ruined and your tyres ruined.
Yeah, it really, really is. I can confirm that dust and gravel isn't the Saharan dust that we have been getting here in the UK. But I went to the beach today, but I don't think I would enjoy that beach. And that's a completely different beach, and I don't really want to get the car stuck in there.
Do you know?
Anyway,
Yeah, go on.
Castro Neves, yeah, very unlucky there. So that's an easy mistake, as you said. Of course, next year and hopefully the year after, he will be chasing his 5th Indianapolis 500 win. But first of all, he's got to get past qualifying here before we get, of course, to even the next season starts. But we had some clean-up in the NXT race, which I think that's why we've got the shortened sessions. Even if,
Yes.
do we have
yeah, that is
shortened
correct.
sessions?
Yeah, that is right, Josh. Yes, that is right, Josh T. You are correct.
I was busy washing a brand bricks.
Yeah, so they've closed everything down a little bit because of all that. Let's head over to NBC then, onto the red flag, and get their information.
Newgarden, he was going on the alternates at 3 of McLaughlin. He's staying on primary, so a bit of a mixed bag here. But you're right, the risk of a yellow is so high. And because the other benefit is the alternates are lasting longer. It's not one and done. So you can put them on, run around for those 3 laps with the time you've got, and it's not a bad call. These guys want to go out and they want to get a little more heat maybe in the brakes, Marty, before they throw the reds on the 10?
Yeah, this is going to be fun because you've seen Graham Rahal's team second guess it. Alex Pillow's team had the alternate tires on. They took them off, put the primaries they had on a moment ago. Scott McLaughlin's team still deciding they're going to stick with primaries. Pat O'Ward sticking with primaries. Will Power going to stay with primaries. So a definite mixed bag down here. Graham Rahal just said again, I think it's too risky to not go out on the alternates. So this is it's going to be fun to watch right here. Who guesses right?
Just reminding you who is already through to the Fast 12. Scott Dixon, Romain Grosjean, Yuri Vips, the rookie, as Helio Castro Neves steps from his Sirius XM Honda, understandably frustrated. Santino Ferrucci is in for AJ Foyt, Felix Rosenquist for Arrow McLaren, and Renus VK in the BitNile.com Chevy for Ed Carpenter Racing. So that's the top 6 through so far.
Let me throw another curveball at you from a strategy standpoint. The fastest time in the test session on Thursday on blacks was a 1:07.2. That was quick enough to transfer in Group 1. Is anybody going to try to game it and save sticker reds for Firestone Fast 6, knowing how important qualifying up front is here? Do you gamble and think maybe we can transfer in blacks?
What do you do? What do you do?
I think I trust my driver. I mean, I'm not out there. I can't feel the grip that's available, but I think I'm having conversations. And I think that's why you've seen tires go on and off, reds and blacks here, as the teams deliberate with their drivers and say, what do you think it's going to take?
I don't remember what the fastest primary time was in Q1, but obviously a 1:07.9, that's not enough to transfer, but he didn't get all his laps. Now we're seeing the number 2 of Joseph Newgarden go from the alternates back to the primaries. Kev, what's happening down in the Penske pits?
Well, I'm just going to guess. So he had on the alternates as well, went back to the primaries. Is it they just want to learn more, do 1 lap, and then just make sure that you're getting 3 laps, and you need to be out the track at the very end to get the best on the alternates? You think it's one and done on the blacks?
It could be. It could just be a function of getting some heat and everything, and maybe wanting 1 more time lap on it. This is a tough call because we've seen so many reds. The chance of one coming out is so high, so all the drivers leaving on the alternates right now, the advantage goes to them.
I'm wondering how fired up Rahal is, given what his young rookie teammate has done. What about Callum Ilott just cruising out there, given the speed that he saw Augustine Canapino have? Here is...
Yeah, Ilott's going to be up there, isn't he, to try and do something. He's got a lot of pressure on him right now to get through, considering Augustine Canapino was quite quick. Is our timing tower working? What's happening with the encoding overload? Yeah, we're there. Hello, everyone. Sorry about that. What's happened there? Something's crashed our timing tower once again. A little bit bizarre. It's calming down. It's not calming down. Okay. it's calmed down now. Don't know what's affecting it. Something's crashed it. There we go. Back now.
Something's happening.
Yeah. That was really... No, still really bizarre. Something's trying to crash the system. So we'll put it on the battle screen and get it sorted. First lap times go through. Who do you think... Obi, starting with you, and then to Adam, who do you think is going to be the surprise elimination from this session? Like, who's not going to qualify for the Fast 12?
Adam, do you want to go first? Because I want to hear your opinion first, because I don't really know what to say.
That's a tough question. I'm gonna say Joseph Newgarden.
Oh, I was going to say McLaughlin. So we've both gone Penske, which is interesting. Omi, what about you?
Right, this is gonna be hard then. Let's scroll through this and see. I'll then go for... I'll just go for McLaughlin then.
McLaughlin, yeah, okay, 2 for McLaughlin.
I needed to copy someone, so that's why I asked you to go first.
Hello, what is this?
Never mind, McLaughlin's gone fastest, 107.8193. Saying he was going to be a surprise elimination from the session, but we've just seen like half the field go that we were going to change around. Newgarden's out there, but on an improvement by a second. So who do you think is going to get eliminated?
Going to say, is it going to be Shock? Maybe not. Power.
Ooh, that was my second choice.
Okay, Power's an interesting one. I like to think of the run of that with Power. I think Power's the logical guess, Adam, actually. I think Josh T's got us there, because Power's had a difficult weekend all week. We've been saying that.
I mean, difficult season.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, guys. Christian Lundgaard right now is fastest in this group, and he was actually fastest in the second practice they had earlier today. So, could Christian Lundgaard find a way to victory lane in the season finale?
Oh, there's a chance.
You have to ponder that one a little bit.
There's a chance now that's possible. That's now making me think as well. Lundgaard's to the top, 107.1921 though. Oh, this is going to be another crazy one to work it out, isn't it? Can't wait to see this as they attack through once more. So, still holding it together. It's Lundgaard fastest. As the timing screen... It's the timing 71 that's crashing the system. So, there's something gone wrong with the delta on that. We'll try and get that sorted ASAP for you. As everyone's taking off some exterior track limits now, coming through. As they take it through. There's the full battle screen while we get it working once more. So it's Lundgaard, Kirkwood, McLaughlin, Palou, Newgarden and Armstrong, the 6 fastest at the moment in this session. They'll continue dragging it through and continue having a push. But I'll tell you one thing, Adam, it's getting hasty now at the front because no one else is improving. 2:50 to go.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised I'm surprised no one's improved since before we had the red flag, of Bahia Cash Neves. I thought, I thought we'd have some faster times.
I thought they'd be a lot quicker coming through, but no, it's completely broken down.
It's I could see, the way everything's going, I could see at least Christian Lundgaard starting on pole position for tomorrow's season finale.
Yeah.
If ever, I think that'd be kind of cool, for him and his team. So I could actually see Christian Lundgaard sitting on the pole. I mean,
there's still an attack.
We still have the Fast 12 and then the Firestone Fast 6, so anything can still happen. It's early.
Yes, Jess, timing 71 has had a hissy fit. It's had a massive hissy fit and won't work for us at the moment to come through. And it's freezing our systems up quite a bit. So we're trying to get that sorted and back up for you shortly. As we're with the pure data timing screen. Seriously, I've never seen it throw a hissy fit like this before. It just won't load. It did it last time actually, so I wonder if it's something on the computer lagging it, but nothing's on the computer, so it's really weird. Lundgaard, Kirkwood, Malukas, McLaughlin coming through as well, all trying to have the attack as they continue to turn in. Someone's opened the settings page. Okay, now I know what's going on with this thing. It's the computer having a hissy fit. Right, there we go. Should get it working shortly as they continue to fire up. It's Google Chrome. There we go. It's Google Chrome.
Ah, gotcha.
So it's that wonderful app by Google.
It's always Google Chrome.
It's always Google Chrome. Someone invent a browser that doesn't crash your systems. Pato Award's gone to the top though, but look at McLaughlin.
GX, oh wait.
McLaughlin's gone second, and it's closing in again with 13 seconds left, so they're still in a battling position, it seems, to have some runarounds. Yeah, by the way, just to let everybody know, Google Chrome has now completely crashed, so we've got no data. Well done, Google, just as you like it.
Always great.
What a pathetic system it is, honestly. Cross the line then, no one else is improving. So your 6 going through will be O'Ward, McLaughlin, Lundgaard, Palou and Power and Rahal. That's the order as things stand. I can't see them changing anywhere just yet, so there's still a lot to do right now. Palou's 3/10 down. Newgarden's only 77 thousandths off the pace, and Newgarden could be a surprise here to creep in to something later on. And he comes in straight away. So, yeah, that's Newgarden pretty much done for the day. He doesn't want to have another run on it. And I think that's it. Yeah, everyone's into the pit lane. So, end of that session. It's O'Ward for McLaughlin, Lundgaard, Newgarden, Palou, Power. They go through. Rahal, Armstrong, Kirkwood, Ilott, Malukas, Rob, Di Francesco, Cash Neves do not progress any further in this system as we get our data screens back up and running finally as well at the end of this one. So not too bad then to get everything else started. So it's O'Ward, McLaughlin, Lundgaard, Newgarden, Palou, Power as well going through in that session. The eliminations, Rahal, Armstrong, Kirkwood, Ilott, Malukas, Rob, Di Francesco and Cash Neves. So none of our picks didn't make it. Power just scraping through. Everything's back up and running. Let's hand you back over to NBC quickly.
Race control reviewed. Newgarden and Armstrong.
I went through 6 and you saw it.
Positions stay as is. So O'Ward, McLaughlin, Lundgaard, Newgarden, Kyle Kirkwood gave it his all right at the very end, but it wasn't enough. So the Auto Nation.
Yep, so we've got it then, Adam, and 14th for Rahal. That's a big surprise, but Cash Neves starting right at the back. That's going to be an interesting race to watch tomorrow.
Yeah. I said how hard it is to pass here. Helio, I hope we find a way to, you can make passes, but it's not easy here at this historic circuit in beautiful Monterey, California. And all you viewers out there, next time you go out, if you ever go to Monterey, California, after Laguna Seca, head on over to the legendary Pebble Beach Golf Course, to play 18 holes on a championship golf.
I'm really frustrated. Unfortunately, we got stuck behind him, and that's the way these cards fall sometimes. But it certainly hurt us. And then I would just say that, I've had a little harder time getting rotation, I think, than my teammates this weekend. In turn 2, the car just didn't and a half there. So, the combination of those 2 corners, really killed us today. But we'll keep our heads down, pack it, machine tomorrow. Hopefully we'll have a good day. It's going to be tough tomorrow, for sure. Physically and just race to be tough.
Describe the challenge for the drivers on this free pave. Is it maybe one of the toughest physically challenging races of the year?
Yeah, it'll be the hardest. It'll be the hardest for sure, and it's not even hot outside, so can't imagine what next summer is going to be like here. But you know, same for everybody. I feel like our car's strong. I just knew that we were going to have to be flawless. This wasn't like Portland or Indy GP where I felt super confident. I knew that today we were on the border, and unfortunately, I think Newgarden, you know, you missed by a few hundredths, and that's the way life goes. Our group was absolutely stacked, you know, bottom to top, and you know, we're going to have to battle hard tomorrow.
Terrific effort from Graham Rahal. Just misses out transferring, Kevin.
And as Graham said, that was a stacked group. So you were one of the few that went out on the alternates right at the resumption after the red flag. But then you came in. Was the plan originally to run all along, or did you pit because there was something you didn't like with the car?
No, I didn't pit because there wasn't something I liked. We planned for 2 laps. We got impeded on our second lap. It was just traffic. You know, I mean, you take that risk when you go out early on the reds, and people came out in front of us, were going really slow. I was up like 4/10 until I kind of ran into the back of them, kind of around turn 5, turn 6 area. And I just lost a ton of time from there. So it's unfortunate, and I was just stuck right on the gearbox of below starting the next lap, so it wasn't like I could go for another lap. So just dove into pit lane. I figured that was it. They made a change to the car. We tried to cool down the tires a little bit and go back out, but it just wasn't enough. You know, we took that gamble to go early, and it bit us because we got, first of all, traffic, and I think the track also got better there too at the end. So unfortunate. We thought we definitely had a car that we could fight for the pole with, but yeah, so it sucks to go out this early.
Thanks, Kyle. Dylan.
David Malukas is 11th in his group, so he will not advance. What was the challenge of your laps trying to get some speed there?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a struggle these past few days just trying to get any sort of lap times in. You know, we knew going into it was going to be tough on what the references were going to be on the alternates because we got absolutely 0 laps on it. So going into it was kind of a bit of a guessing game, and you know, the timing of when we put the reds on was really bad. As, you know, we were on our peak lap and 2 drivers came out in front of us and we had to bail. So then it was just kind of like, you know, crossing our fingers on the last lap when the peaks already kind of went over. So it was a bit tough for us, but yeah, I mean, it's going to be a tough race.
What will be the biggest challenge starting where you'll start tomorrow with effectively the whole field in front of you?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see, you know, with the new repavement, if it's high grip. I don't know if it's going to be any fuel saving going on, and it's just going to be, we're going to have a really good race car and try to get some passes done.
All right, some work to do tomorrow for David Malukas, guys.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes tomorrow in his final drive for Dale Coyne Racing with HMD Motorsport. What a sight, what a place this is. It's incredible. I think I said yesterday, folks, on the broadcast, if you've got a sporting bucket list and a motorsports bucket list, put this place on it. If you can ever get here, it is everything it's cracked up to be. It is amazing where it's positioned here in the state of California, and just to see the natural terrain on how this track has been utilized with the natural terrain is incredible. And talking to a couple of our colleagues and friends who are on the photography side of the sport, like Rick Dole and others, they love this blacktop. It really pops. It gives the contrast on the cars. They're having fun with it. The drivers are having fun with it. It's offered a new challenge. It's pretty cool for us as we just show you and remind you who will contest the Fast 12. Kev?
Rinus VeeKay is having another solid weekend after his best finish of the season last year in 6th. He advanced to round number 2 and always trying to get better. Let's listen to what he's being told on the radio.
Yeah, Rinus, scrub the edge of the curb with your left tire, so it's just like that arc is the same in the middle, same track out in the middle for that launch out. You go wider, you're risking like the exits get kind of dusty.
And he was second in the practice session today, and he liked the fact that they repaved the track because they said they weren't very good on it the last couple of years.
Guys, I want to pick your brains on this. If you take yourselves back to when you were young drivers and thinking about who were influences on you, a couple of little birdies from within that team tell me that having Ryan Hunter-Reay, series champion, Indy 500 winner, motorsports legend, being in and around Ryan has rubbed off, has had an influence on young Rinus VeeKay, and maybe no great surprise, last couple of races we've seen an uptick in this young man's performance, so much so he comes here off his best result of the season. Does that make sense to you guys?
Yes, I mean, Rinus is a young driver in the series, and he's got tremendous raw ability. He's a super brave driver, and you just get the hunch that Ryan Hunter-Reay has brought an air of discipline, work ethic, focus to the organization that they were looking for, and maybe the ultimate beneficiary of that is Rinus VeeKay. Maybe he's never had that before. It's someone to really study and look at the approach. So There's a lot of things that go into making a car and a team fast. It's driver, it's engineer, it's mechanics, it's setup, it's equipment. But one thing's for sure, the second half of this season has looked really good for the driver of the 21.
Yeah, and I know literally exactly what he's dealing with because I was a teammate to Ryan Hunter-Reay in my second year in this sport and can tell you I learned an awful lot from him, working alongside him, not just from, looking at data and what he does with a race car, but how he approaches a race weekend, how he debriefs, how he talks to the engineers and the team. There's no doubt that anybody that gets to share an engineering office with an IndyCar champion, an Indy 500 winner, a guy that works as hard as Hunter-Reay does, it's going to rub off and you're going to learn something.
It reminds me a lot, guys, of just walking into one of our NBC production meetings. Everybody's writing stuff down. It's, where's my pen?
Exactly. Hey, if we hear of Venus starting to do free diving in the ocean, we know that Ryan really rubbed off.
Too much influence there.
Exactly.
That's where I'm going to step in.
All right, here we go.
So, McLaughlin, Palou, O'Ward, Power, Dixon, Rosenquist, Newgarden, VK, Grosjean, Lundgaard, Vips and Ferrucci heading out there on the circuit. So, who's your 6 to go through? And I'll start with you, Adam. Who are you going to pick?
Well, let's see here. I'm going to say, this may come as a surprise for the first. The first pick I'm going with is Yuri Vips.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Christian Lundgaard. I'm going to say Scott McLaughlin. I'm going to say Felix Rosenquist. I'll say Alex Palou. And then I'll say Joseph Newgard.
Oh. I hope Josh T's writing these down for us. Omi, what about you?
No.
Right. Deep breath. Here we go. Right. Whips Lundgaard.
Yep.
Who else should I go for? Award.
Right.
And I'll go for Dixon as well.
Yep.
And I'll go for Palou. How many is that even now?
4. That's 5.
Okay, so right. And I'll go for, let's see, VK.
Okay. I will go for McLaughlin, Palou, Dixon, Lundgaard, Rosenquist. That's 5. And one more. Did I say Newgarden? Did I say Newgarden?
No, you didn't.
Newgarden. No. There you go. Newgarden. There you go.
Wow. I think I'm the only one that said Yuri Vips to go to the Firestone Fast 6. I don't know.
Let's see. First time's
Adam,
coming
you
in.
said Vips, Lundgaard. Who else?
Go back and that's your job for the next 8 minutes. Rewind the stream and find out. McLaughlin, O'Ward, Palou, Dixon, Power, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As Power goes to 6, Rosenquist goes 4th. But Grosjean's improving, so it's Vips, VK, Lundgaard coming in. Newgarden goes 3rd across the timings as well. No one's saying Grosjean is insane, says that one Nigerian's formula. Oh, we might be.
I'll go for
Yes,
VK.
Right. Are you writing these down?
Yes, I'm writing these ones down. VK, Vips, Newgarden.
Yeah. That's 3.
That's 3. Then Lundgaard.
Yeah. 4.
That's 4. McLaughlin, Palou.
6. Good. Palou's just gone top as well, actually. Palou's done a 107.470, so not too bad there from the champion of 2023. As we see McLaughlin improving. This is Pato O'Ward, who improves from 4th to 3rd by a 0.016 actually, he was fastest. Vips is looking good. Power goes 4th. Vips is looking insanely strong at the moment. Dixon goes 3rd. Vips is up, and so is Newgarden. Newgarden's up by a 2nd at the moment. Rosenquist only goes 7th. Newgarden is coming out of the last 2 corners now, so should be somewhere to make a lap time soon. Newgarden goes up to 5th place, Adam, so great job there from Joseph Newgarden, but VK's gone 5th, and that is the 30th. Vips now coming across the line. Grosjean goes 7th. Vips lost a lot of time there in the 3rd sector. Yeah,
I'm still surprised Yuri Vips is. Me, I'm surprised Yuri Vips is this good in his second career NTT IndyCar Series race. A track he's probably never seen before until he stepped foot at Laguna Seca. So, way cool.
How is this good? I've got no idea. He's so quick at the circuit already, and McLaughlin's looking good. And I mean, we remember him from Formula 2. Adam does too, of course, but you remember him from Formula 2 as well. He had an adaptive style quite quickly, didn't he? Especially on road courses, like street courses he never went to before. I'm thinking Baku.
Yeah, absolutely. Vips, though, was really great in Formula 2. Had his moments, but then also at times got very unlucky, as I mentioned earlier. Obviously, that win last year in Italy as well. So really, he really was a good driver in Formula 2 and was really, really good just in general. But obviously, did have a lot of moments, did have a lot of sprints. Especially one of them coming to mind, obviously, would be the Baku feature race from last year, where he found the wall from the race lead right down at the castle, and that gave.
Maybe that wasn't the best example to say he was good at Baku, but still. People are going to go back now and say, oh yeah, Josh just said he was good at Baku, and then he crashed into, I forgot that he crashed into the wall actually last year in the feature race.
Well, I kind of just forgot you said that, so.
Yeah.
How to disprove the commentator in less than 10 seconds. Okay. Well, I can't remember. What was he good last year? No, he was all right in the sprint race, wasn't he? He was leading, but and he hit the wall. But then again, Leclerc's hit the wall at Baku before, so it's all good.
Yeah, it's all good.
Longard's top from Palou, O'Ward, McLaughlin, Dixon, Newgarden, 6 going
Noted.
through.
Well, I could have said many, because I also could have said his spin at Imola as well. So.
Yeah. No one's mentioned Roman Grosjean there to go through as part of their Fast 6 at the moment. And currently he's in 10th position as he approaches the corkscrew section at turn 8. Drop down the hill, such a great drop here as well. Alternative line is here. Does Grosjean go through? He's a 10th up at the moment. Oh, we got a bit of twitch mid-corner. Grosjean goes 6th. 17,000's cleared to VK. So Grosjean at the moment is on the cusp with 4 minutes to go in this second group of qualifying, round 2, before the fight. This is the top 12, Firestone 12, and then the Firestone Fast 6 coming up later for the Firestone Grand Prix of Monterey.
I think Josh T was trying to say something as well.
Oh, sorry, Josh T.
I just said I've got it all down.
Ah, nice.
Good.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Excellent.
We haven't heard what Not Josh T needs to say, though, for pick up top 6.
It's a TV screen. Jess has said time. Oh yeah, I said about that. Hello, Jess, by the way. Hello, Rod Brown as well. Says Pato and Scotty Mac on pace. Coming in, absolutely they are on the YouTube chat. We haven't got the Twitch chat up, by the way. Sorry about that. It's not working at the moment. We'll try and get that fixed for tomorrow because I can't seem to get access to it. It keeps kicking me out. So that's why the name's probably wrong on the Twitch stream you're watching because I can't get in on the laptop. So we're changing that all tomorrow before as well. Warm up, remember, 8:50. No, 8:45 a.m. tomorrow, just because it hates me, and I have to get up early again. Oh, the joys, the joys, the joys, as it comes through. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun now. I don't know. We'll see.
Since we talked about Wayne Rainey earlier, who is your pick tomorrow, Josh, to win the San Marino Grand Prix at Imola? I went with Pecco Bagnaia.
I'm sticking with Jorge Martin for my pick and winner, just because fastest in qualifying, fastest in the practice, fast in the sprint race, and I don't think Bagnaia is well enough at the moment. He could still get a podium, but yeah. My outside shot, my secondary pick a winner, which I think everybody's been going for, Danny Pedrosa. Love to see Pedrosa win on that.
Yes. Well, yeah.
Nothing in.
It's actually Danny Pedrosa in at least in the wild card. At least it's nice to see Danny Pedrosa back in MotoGP. For you folks who've never seen Danny Pedrosa race, find a way to watch some past MotoGP races because he was also really good when he was a full-time rider. I enjoyed watching him compete.
He absolutely is. He's a fantastic as well coming through. Now we're just having a look here on the last of these runs for the Firestone Fast 6 because we've got Newgarden improving, Palou and Grosjean and VK and Vips improving by half a second. Ferrucci's up, Power's up by 4/10, so it's all coming across now with shrinking time. That's a very late corner coming in as VK goes to the top, 107.1950. Cross the line, Grosjean goes fastest. Now we're seeing across it as well because VK, he was improving as well. Alex Palou jumped to the top from Yuri Vips, who went fastest, we're on board with now. So Vips quicker. So it's all changing again. Power still pushing hard over the corkscrew. Out of turn 9, across the line. And Power goes to third. So it's Palou, Vips, Power, Grosjean. Oh, Lundgaard goes top. Lundgaard's impressing everybody. 1:06.4610. Now let's see.
He could be a good shot in the pole here at Laguna Seca. He was fastest in second practice, so he is backing up what he did in practice. Very impressive from Lundgaard.
Grosjean's out of it. He's backed out. He's dropped down. Dixon's gone fourth. Newgarden's fifth, but into the pits. Vips now seventh. Palou second. Rosenquist improving. Here's Scott McLaughlin. He's currently in 11th position, up by 2.5 tenths of a second across the line. McLaughlin goes up to second. Now Newgarden's really on the bubble here to go through. Vips has decided that's enough. Vips is out. He's in the pit lane. So he's run out of tyres and fuel. Wow. Vips not going through. That was a sure thing. McLaughlin's out there. No one else improving. Checkered flags out then. Palou pits. Lundgaard pits. So across that, here's Will Power. He doesn't make it. So he's out of it. Neither does Ferrucci, who crosses the line. He goes 11th. O'Ward is 12th. That is going to be a red flag to the session as the McLaren has stopped of Pato O'Ward, who is currently down in 12th position, who's had a spin, and it's brought out the red flag to stop the session. Now, because that happened after the checkered flag, that's it. So it's Lundgaard, McLaughlin, Palou, Rosenquist, Dixon, and Newgarden, your fast 6 runners. Vips, VK, Power, Grosjean, Ferrucci, O'Ward out. And Adam, that's just heartbreak for Pato O'Ward.
Yeah. You could say that again, Josh. He was good here in the Fast 12, but that's been cost him at least that's been cost him a shot at the Fast 6. And how about Yuri Vips starting in the top 10 in his second career NTT IndyCar Series race? That's impressive. That's really, really impressive for the former FIA Formula 2 driver.
Well, a bit of a delay here because of that. So the track has gone back to green while they're going to refire the car, and then we can get on with not having to have a delay and get everything sorted. Power said, no, go away, says the cameraman. Power's not happy about that one bit. He starts the race 9th. Grosjean out of it as well. And Omi, that was not really a surprise, but Grosjean did well to get through to the Firestone Fast 12 anyway.
Yep, absolutely incredible by him. But yeah, a good session so far it has been. Quite a few red flags though. So let's hope we kind of stop them going into the Fast 6 as well. So yeah, gonna be a really exciting Fast 6. Looking forward to this.
Coming up soon, we'll hand over to the interviews at NBC.
Ward's precision. It should come as no surprise that the surgeon Palou is squarely in the mix, as these guys had some bright spots in this qualifying session. Can't say enough about Yuri Vips. That's incredible. Your first time at Laguna Seca, your second IndyCar race. The rookie starts inside row 4.
As we said, Will Power, the only Penske not going into the Firestone Fast 6. Conversely, you got Romain Grosjean, the highest starting Andretti car, up there in 10th. And then the couple surprises for different reasons on row 6. Ferrucci, a great effort. He is going to have that engine penalty, but still a strong effort. And Pato O'Ward further down than he would have expected.
From this, the competitors for the Firestone Fast 6, have a look down the bottom right. Joseph Newgarden, the Indy 500 winner. It's only his 3rd appearance in the Firestone Fast 6 this year on road or street courses. Pretty interesting stuff. So he'll be taking that. Remember what he did the last couple of years. He's been the comeback king here at WeatherTech Raceway. So if he's got a shot to start on the front row, look out.
A lot of this is going to come down to, Townsend, who did the fewest laps on one of those sets of alternates. Maybe there's someone out there with 1 lap newer Reds. That's going to help a ton in this situation.
I just don't know if we have enough body of work on the Reds to know that the degradation is severe.
I mean, I think almost the opposite. I think we've seen a lot
so
of
maybe it doesn't matter
laps.
how many laps are on those Reds.
For sure.
Rinus VK, well done. I know you would rather be in the Firestone Fast 6, but it's another good weekend, mate. Pato Award with a couple of uncharacteristic incidents this weekend. Dropping the wheel and crashing at turn 3 and then spinning there at turn 4. It's been a rugged session. So for those 6 drivers and cars that are going to contest this Firestone Fast 6, they'll have a chance for a quick breather, quick debrief, and then they'll get going again to set the first 3 rows. But first, here's Kevin Lee.
Rinus VK is going to have his best non-oval start of the season in 8th. You came close to being able to advance. Tell me about your qualifying session, anything that maybe could have gotten you through.
Yeah, it was tough. Grip definitely got a lot more, got a lot faster. Just couldn't really figure out that perfect balance for the fast 12 to make it through. But yeah, it's tough. Guys are going fast, but I would have been more satisfied with a fast 6 appearance, but I think we have good pace in the race, so we'll see how that goes.
Generally speaking, though, there's a lot of optimism in the 21 team. What's been going better here over the last few weeks, and why is that happening?
We've been experimenting a lot, so yeah, really. In Portland, P6 was a pretty good result. Pretty happy with that, and well, season best result during the Bidnow Grand Prix of Portland. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, I wish we could have just gotten for that shot for pole, but you know, still best non-oval result this year. So pretty happy.
Rinus VK can race from there tomorrow. He'll start 8th, Dylan.
And just in front of him will be Yuri Vipser sharing the 4th row. He'll start in the 7th spot. So did you expect to be this far forward in just your second weekend?
No, definitely before the weekend I didn't. But, you know, I knew it was going to be easier sort of coming into this weekend. Just, you know, I didn't race anything all year, so it was going to be a steep learning curve in Portland. But I think we managed that well. And as soon as, you know, I got in the car in Laguna, I've been pretty comfortable. But it's just a shame to miss out on such a small margin, you know. I felt like the lap was pretty good. I made one small mistake, but I think what hampered us most was Grosjean backed off and impeded my first lap. So then I started my push up quite close to him. So I think that's why we missed out, because all the RLL cars have been really quick this whole weekend so far. So happy to see at least Christian up there.
This track has tripped up some veterans with the new surface. How have you been able to jump in and be good and kind of mistake-free so far right off the bat?
And yeah, the grip is awesome, to be honest.
All right, Yuri Vips continues the strong.
And eventually there.
Yeah, I couldn't get a grip on the car. We didn't really change much from Q1 to Q2, but it was just 2 consecutive laps where I couldn't attack, and well, obviously that's what happens whenever you're trying to get a lap time out of it, where it just wasn't there. I don't know why it was just such a difference. I don't have an answer for you, but yeah, well, obviously not ideal for the starting position tomorrow, considering I think how hard it is going to be to pass, but yeah, it is what it is.
Is there a better example of your race team this weekend? You've been fast at times, you've had your hand full at times, as to how difficult this new repave here is at Laguna Seca.
It's been fine for us, but for some reason, I don't know if we maybe miss it on the pressures a little bit in Q2. It seems fairly sensitive to those kind of things just because of how high commitment it is. It just felt like a completely different car. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah.
Pato Ward scratching his head right now. He will start 12th tomorrow, Diff.
So, Pato O'Ward, who we just heard from, loss of the best lap of course, at the point of the spin, can't advance, causes yellow, doesn't matter because he was at the back anyway. Just got that report from race control. So, but Pato finishes the season with 9 appearances in the Fast 6, and that's exactly the number that Alex Palou has as well. It will be his 9th appearance in the Firestone Fast 6, which caps off a championship-winning year.
I cannot wait to hear Hello Palou in 2023.
Alex Palou wins the GMR Grand Prix at Indy.
Yes! Good job, boys!
All right, Alex, are you ready to go really fast?
I'm so ready. We can get these poles.
Who gets the pole for the Indianapolis 500? It's Alex Palou! From pole to victory lane, the Motor City says hello, hello!
Yes, boys! What a team!
Back-to-back races, Alex is a winner again.
Let's go! Woo!
Hello, Palou! Alex extends his championship lead and wins here at Mid-Ohio. Dominant with a capital D.
Yes! 3 in a row! What an amazing season.
Hello, Palou! A champion again!
Yes!
Race winner and IndyCar champion. Nice job, buddy.
I love that. Thank you all so much.
And again, we showed you this last weekend, but just recap it. Through the first 63 career starts, have a look at the columns, have a look at the numbers, have a look at the names, and that will underscore the fact of where Alex Palou sits in the history of this sport. It's the top 5 on the all-time win list as far as through the first 63 races is concerned. And I mean, the numbers tell the story. It's incredible. I asked Chip Ganassi yesterday, you've had some of the best drive for you. Dario Franchitti, Scott Dixon, Michael Andretti, Alex Zanardi, Jimmy Vasser, Juan Pablo Montoya. I said, who does he remind you of? And he said, I have never been asked that. He said, let me think while I answer that. And then he said, and he went through every driver and gave me a little bit of Juan Pablo, a little bit of Jimmy, a little bit of this. And he said he's probably the perfect combination of a little bit of all of them.
And just 26 years old. And for Will Power and Scott Dixon on that list, there's nothing they can do about it. This guy's ahead of their first 63 starts, and it is all for the taking in front of them. Let's head down to pit lane.
Well, Townsend, I found some comments from Chip Ganassi with our Nate Ryan yesterday. Very interesting. You know, obviously there was the whole situation with Alex Palou for much of the year. They thought he was going to be leaving the race team. And Ganassi admitted yesterday to Nate, he said, in terms of his teammates being quiet with him, meaning not sharing information with Alex Palou this year, he admitted that probably was true and that they didn't share a lot of information with him. So it makes it even more impressive when you kind of look at how what the 10 team did this year with all the wins in a row, the pole in Indianapolis, all of that. If he was doing that and they kind of were doing it on an island as the 10 team without a lot of help from the teammates, because for much of the year they thought he's not coming back in 24, why do we want to help him? That makes it even more impressive. He was able to win all of those races, 5 in total, and the championship as well.
Here we go then, time to get underway. We've just had, lucky that it happened then, the laptop crashed, so we had to reset everything, which is where we've been for the past few moments.
How about laptop?
Yeah, so laptop's working now, but it's having a hissy fit at me, so thank God this is the last session. Yes, Josh T.
The top 6 predictions from the top 12 was surprising.
Yeah, did anyone get it right? Nobody. Who got the closest?
Yes.
Oh, really? Go on.
Omi, 3 out of 6.
Omi!
Myself, 4 out of 6.
Oh, Josh T, wow.
Adam, 5 out of 6.
Oh my God!
Josh,
Yeah?
6 out of 6.
I got them all right!
How did you?
So now,
How did you do that?
Yes!
it's time for Pick a Poll.
Yes! How did I do that? All right! Yes! Yes! And you know, I was saying it, I was thinking, these sound familiar. McLaughlin, Palou, Dixon, Newgarden, Lundgaard, Rosenquist. Oh, okay. That just made me feel a lot better today. I'm having, do you know, I keep saying to myself, I'm having a bad day today. Everything is just proving me wrong. I'm having a good day. I just can't accept it. That's brilliant. Right, pick a pole.
Oh no, he's calling me. Right, decline the phone call. I'm doing IndyCar right now.
Yeah, decline phone call. Decline phone call. Right, who's going to have pole position? I'm going to go for... McLaughlin. Adam. What about you, Adam?
Christian Lundgaard.
You know, I was starting to think that he might get it as well. Omi?
I'll go for the man who's currently in our picture, Alex Palou.
Okay. Josh T, what about you?
Lingard.
Two for Lundgaard, one for McLaughlin.
Thank you, Josh.
One for Palou.
Thank you, Josh T, for sticking with me. Appreciate it.
George says, possibly last year Monza could have been Vip's best weekend in F2. Yeah. Oh, Newgarden's coming in for some stickers. So he's done a banker lap on the primaries.
Oh. Well, that's the thing with Whips, though. Because, like, in the feature race the next day, he got a turn-second penalty because he crashed into Lawson as well, down at the De La Roja chicane. So, that, well, well, to be honest, that just sums up Whips' weekend, to be honest. But I remember 2021, I think. He won 2 races, actually, in a weekend. As well, can't remember which one. He won 2, I think.
I remember that.
In a weekend as well.
Scotty Mack doing a 107.089. That's the fastest as they come through. So, looking good. Palou, Dixon.
I just remembered. I think it was Baku, actually. Because I remember... Because I remember I said it was race 100, and race 100 for F2 was in Baku. So,
I knew there was something in Baku I was on about Vips as well. It's all in the mind somewhere.
He sometimes goes well, he sometimes goes absolutely terribly. So once again, that just sums up Whip's luck sometimes.
Oh, brake fans, Adam. Don't see those much in IndyCar, do we? Out there in person, but it's so hot here at Laguna Seca.
Yes. It's called... Across the United States, it's been a hot summer, so I'm ready for some cooler weather over here. So hopefully it comes soon. I mean, I will say in a couple, 2 weeks from today, it's the first day. It's the first day of autumn.
Yeah.
Fall over here. So cooler weather, sweater weather, and
it's too hot in the UK.
Pumpkin spice, everything.
It is very hot in the UK at the moment. It's the 9th of September, and it is it's humid in the commentary box, and it's 11:20 at night. In fact, right now, it is, what temperature is it? 22. It's 20 degrees right now, which is It's very hot for an evening. Rosa Quest goes third and comes into the pit lane. Joseph Newgarden's going to do something.
It's not as bad as me being packed in a hall at the Bournemouth International Centre this morning in 25 degree feet with at least 1,000 other people in the same room. It was hot.
I've got no fan at the moment at night, and it gets very hot in my room. So I'm sleeping in a sauna and waking up with headaches. So yeah, not great.
When I mean 1,000 people, I mean 1,000 people in the whole Bournemouth International Centre going in between rooms. But so it was very hot.
Basically, the whole of Bournemouth in Lundgaard on. I've just turned the fan off. Don't know why I did that. Oh no, I did that. Right. So Lundgaard doing a 1.6. Dixon to the top, 107.0171. So there's a little bit there. Lundgaard's looking good. We're on board right now with Joseph Newgarden, who's coming up towards the corkscrew. Gets it just about right, coming through turn 9. Coming through turn 7. Into turn 8, the top of the hill, the corkscrew. Drop down the hill, keeps it nice. Now, does he go flat? Oh, he's just about flat through that part of the track, and he is rewarded with provisional pole position. 106.7.937, fastest lap we've seen this weekend. Newgarden's absolutely pushing like crazy. Now here is, Lundgaard got it wrong. Lundgaard got it very, very wrong, but he's still got the time. Half a second up, no, he's gone down. Lundgaard does not improve on that 4th position, but Adam, he got it wrong coming to the corkscrew. He'll know what to do next time.
Oh yeah. Christian Lundgaard has been fast all weekend long, and like Josh T and I predictive. We're hoping he sits on the pole. Right now, I mean, this qualifying session is intense now. All you fans that are watching, wait till the season finale tomorrow because it's go for broke. It's the end of the year. Everyone's just gonna throw everything they got in, and it's gonna be quite an interesting race. So come join us tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. Eastern, 7:30 British Summer Time, and we'll take you from green to checkered at the season finale at historic Laguna Seca Raceway in Monterey, California.
You got it.
Rosenquist and Lundgaard are fast.
And across the line, and that is pole position for Lundgaard. As into the pit lane has come Newgarden. He won't improve, and Rosenquist has gone top. 106.6416. Rosenquist on provisional pole. Dixon's not going to improve. He's 2 seconds down. The checkered flag is out. McLaughlin's still there to do it. Pallot's down by 4/10. Rosenquist might have just taken pole position at a very crucial time in his career when the McLaren seat is up for debate whether or not he was going to get it or not. He could stick it on pole, but can Scotty Mack do anything about it? He's up by 53 thousandths of a second coming out of the last corner. Can he take it away across the line? And Scotty Mack will start second by 10 thousandths of a second off the pace. It is Felix Rosenquist who takes pole position at Laguna Seca. McLaren have pole, and Rosenquist needed to do that in order to try and keep his seat for next year. McLaughlin second, Lundgaard third, Newgarden fourth, Dixon fifth, Pallot P6 added. That's a very tasty run around.
All you folks who are watching qualifying now, come join us tomorrow because it's going to be an exciting season finale. Felix Rosenquist on pole, Scotty Mack second, Christian Lundgaard third, championship winner Alex Pallot starts sixth. Fans, get your favorite foods, your favorite snacks, favorite drinks, and join us tomorrow. We're going to have a lot of fun covering this race for all of you. So it's going to be quite interesting in the season finale at this historic track in beautiful Monterey, California.
That's what cost Lundgaard pole position wide at the corkscrew, and Omi cracking quali.
Yeah, absolutely. A cracking qualifying. Came down all the way to the end, just 10 thousandths between the top two. Exactly what we like to see. Great qualifying, the final qualifying of the season as well. Just a really great one. To end off the qualifying to Zach Brown there as well.
Very happy boy this weekend. Zach Brown could get a win for the team tomorrow as well. And Josh T, Rosenquist pole, that could secure him a seat as well next year at McLaren, because it's an ever-revolving door as who's going to be alongside them.
Yeah, well, Josh, you were so close to getting a clean sweep. 10 thousandths off getting a clean sweep of predicting the top six and pole. Maybe next year, one time, but no one got pick a pole right.
I don't think anybody predicted Rosenquist could even do it. I'm completely surprised us, and it's a worthy surprise as well. Okay, go on.
That is why the neon transparent orange colour of Lego bricks has been retired, because it's all been used on Rosenquist's car.
Let's go over to NBC to hear from Rosenquist.
Are you okay, Omi?
No.
What have you got on? What? He's got a cushion on his head. Okay, NBC. NBC Cinemas. Okay, so we're waiting for an interview.
Love that watch, dude.
There's Rosenquist. Looking good.
Well done, guys. Good job.
Mighty good performance from him today.
On his way out the door, Felix Rosenquist delivers with a pole position in his final race for Arrow McLaren. How about that? You said one of my best laps ever. Why was it one of your best laps ever?
Oh, man. I think it's just a combination of this track, this team. the new pavement and everything. It was a gorilla lap. I had to wrestle my way to it. There was a lot of sketchy moments, but that made it so much more special. A big thanks to my Aaron McLaren crew, Entity Data, Team Chevy. This is obviously going to be our last race together tomorrow, so it's what a way to get that going. I think especially here, track position is super important, so we could not have given ourselves a better opportunity.
Felix, what kind of personal statement is this for you about what you can do behind the wheel after the announcement is now behind you?
I mean, in a way, it's maybe ironic, but I think it just shows what we can do when we get it together, man. It's like Portland in the race, we have so many highs. Unfortunately, too many lows this year, but I think we're absolutely one of the fastest when we get it together. And it was just so nice to get that lap. The weekend has been kind of difficult. Haven't really had a clear lap until qualifying, but it was well worth the wait.
I can see you're still shaking. I mean, how nerve-wracking is that lap out there?
Dude, it's so hard to put together. We've seen all the weekend people are going off. I think our strategy has kind of been to save our moments from qualifying, especially for the Fast 6. But it's so physical out there. Turn 9, you're basically like elbow up in the cockpit and you're just holding on. So it's a cool feeling. It makes it really rewarding when you get it right.
Last race for a strategist, Billy Vincent. Last race for Felix Rosenqvist. There's the hug between those two. Felix Rosenqvist, P1 here at Laguna Seca.
Fantastic achievement. Well done indeed. Okay, we're going to wrap it up there for qualifying. My thanks to you, Adam, as always. My thanks to Omi. We'll see Omi as well tomorrow in the pit lane, and Josh T will take his place in the box. My thanks to Josh T as well. Cracking quali, cracking race. Join us tomorrow for all of the action. 2:30 Eastern, 7:30 p.m. British Summer Time as well for all of the qualifying details. Thanks for your company, Adam, Omi, and Josh. We'll see you all tomorrow. Thank you as well. It's pretty much better late than never for Felix Rosenqvist to get pole position. Thanks for your company. Bye-bye.